Hey guys, Corey here. Welcome back to the channel for another Clash of Clans video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the top 4 easy Town Hall 11 3-star attack strategies. If you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest 3-star attack strategies in Clash of Clans, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Now, first on our list of the top 4 easy, these are the simpler attack strategies that are working at Town Hall 11 right now. That doesn't necessarily mean they're the most powerful, but they are definitely working, and they are easy to work the attack, easy to perform the attack. Number 1 on that list is gonna be Drag Bat. All right, we're not seeing it quite as often as we used to, but it is definitely the easiest one out there. You don't have to worry about those walls at all. The only real thing you got to worry about are going to be air defenses, sweepers, and splash damage. All right. Splash damage you're worried about for the bat spells, air defenses for the dragons, and sweepers because they can really push those dragons around. Look what he did first right off the bat. He did some funneling down at 6 o'clock with his heroes. Not only that, but his queen picked off one of those 4 air defenses. Now there were only 3 air defenses left in this base. Now don't be fooled. Air defenses aren't everything in these bases. He is targeting and covering up that last remaining air defense with that Stone Slammer. In that Stone Slammer, he's got 3 loons and a dragon. The dragon is because he knew he was going to encounter the enemy CC, and he wanted something that could deal with the dragon. Grand Warden ability is going to keep them pretty well invincible heading into those next 2 air defenses as well. Look at the bats up there. I got to pause it. It's going too quick. All right, he did a bat bomb up here. The reason he picked this area, he started on the splash damage defenses right there. They are close enough where you could cover both of those with a freeze. His first freeze already wore off. He's just now dropping a second freeze down on them. Boom. So the bats under rage are able to take out the splash damage buildings, the multi-target, and the wizard tower. And right to the top and bottom of that were 2 air defenses. Those were the real targets of the bats, but he had to get through the splash damage to get it done. So he got 1 air defense with his heroes. He got the 2nd air defense with his Dragon Kill Squad, combination of the Stone Slammer, Grand Warden ability. 3rd and 4th air defenses went down with that Bat Bomb. And because of that, there's enough dragons left over to finish this raid. And the beautiful little wall layout that the opponent came up with here, not an issue. You really just don't even care about the walls layouts. You're just looking at the location of the defenses, and that's one of the things that make this such an easy attack strategy. There's really only a few things you have to worry about. Another thing that makes this such an easy attack strategy is the fact that this works against any CC, all right? Some of the CCs will slow down dragons a little bit, like witches and archers and that stuff. But I mean, if they happen to be running a hound CC, you're not even going to have to deal with it at all. Any sort of ground targeting troop only, your dragons are not even going to have to deal with. Everything else, they can really just take out under rage. So beautiful choice for a fresh attack when you don't know what is in the CC. It's one of the things that makes it number 1 on our list of the easiest Town Hall 11 3-star attack strategies. Coming in at number 2 on our list of easy Town Hall 11 3-star attack strategies is going to be Pekka Bat. Now, I'm going to be honest, this takes some more thought, some more consideration than Drag Bat does, but it is incredibly powerful, and honestly, it's not that difficult. You can usually afford to make like maybe 1 mistake on these attacks, and a lot of times still triple. It is just that strong. That's why we've got it in at number 2. All right, the only things you really have to worry about on a Pekka Bat attack are, first of all, creating that funnel to get your Pekkas, bowlers, and heroes inside the base. All right, creating that funnel, and then you're going to have to look at the splash damage. After you got that funnel created, how can you path that main core to most of the splash damage in the base? You want to get most of it taken out with that entry, with the Pekkas, the bowlers, the heroes, that sort of thing, and then have a plan for the splash damage on the backside of the base. Whether that is ice golems to tank those backside wizard towers, or freeze spells just to freeze any whiz towers, multi-target infernos that might be left up. Sometimes you're even going to use a freeze on like a Tesla farm. If your bats are still trying to build momentum, that and they encounter a Tesla farm right away, a lot of times a freeze spell will help you get through that as well. But check this out, you guys. He's only got 2 wizard towers left in the rest of the base. He had that funnel created. He's got an Ice Golem to take one of those Wizard Towers, so he's going to have 3 free spells for dealing with 1 Wizard Tower on the end, and he might not even have to deal with that. If those Pekkas are in there tanking that Wizard Tower, he's not even going to need the free spell for it. Look at those bats coming in. That Wizard Tower is out of commission. And then these Pekkas might head out of range of that Wizard Tower. It was actually targeting a bowler, so he's going to use a free spell on it anyways. He knows he's got more than enough free spells to get through the rest of this base. Just going to drop all 3 on that Wizard Tower just to be super safe. And just like that, this base is wrecked. Worth noting, he did have save camp space for 2 wizards for cleanup. Sometimes these attacks can get tight on time. Usually you got enough Pekkas left, but they're not very fast. So if your bats happen to die, you're really going to want to have at least 2 wizards to work on the other side of the trash wing, opposite side of the Pekkas. But guys, if you can just manage those few things we talked about, create that funnel, get in the base, take out most of the splash damage, then have either freezes or ice golems for the other splash damage, you're gonna wreck a lot of bases, because this attack is very powerful at Town Hall 11 right now, and it's not very difficult to accomplish. Coming in at number 3 on our list might just be, no, it is definitely the easiest Town Hall 11 3-star attack strategy. It is definitely the easiest one out there. You just got a ton of miners and a bunch of heal spells. All right, super easy. The reason it's not higher on this list, excuse me, is because it's really only valuable against bases that are running Hound Loon CCs. So if you happen to be in league play, higher level competition, you're gonna see a lot of Hounds. If you're not in a higher level of competition, you're not gonna see Hounds very often at all. If you're just in a casual clan, that's why this is not number 1 on the list. Because while it is very, very easy, it is limited to bases that are running Hound Loon CCs. Not very useful as a fresh attack strategy, because you always run the risk of just running your miners into a mixed CC that just slaughters them. But for Hound Loon CCs, very simple, very strong. You see, he used a Stone Slammer right here, and he brought some more miners in that. You could really get creative with that Stone Slammer. I've been liking to use it on the back side of a base, or side of a base where maybe the air defense has already gone down, and putting some loons in it. And if you do that, if you keep that Stone Slammer away from the air defenses, you can get some massive value. And guys, you're just trying to, you're funneling the edges with the heroes on this attack, and then you're healing those miners as best you can. You know, if you're bringing 6 heals or 5 heals in a rage, you've got a lot of heals to cover up the base. Remember, the miners will go to whatever building is closest next. They have no preference for defenses or buildings. So from that, you can see once they get the building down they're currently working on, which way they're going next, and place those heals accordingly. Just like I say with the hog attacks, guys, you're not healing the buildings with your heal spells. You don't have to cover the buildings. You're healing the miners. So you just have to heal the side of a building that the miners are going to be on while they're hitting it. So really, if you were healing the miners as they were going to these next buildings, you could place it right in between those 2 buildings there. They might not cover the whole buildings, but they will cover where the miners are standing or kneeling or whatever they're doing when they're underground, healing those miners where they're going to be at, not necessarily healing the buildings that they're targeting. Beautiful triple. By shocker on this one, with by far the easiest Town Hall 11 3-star attack strategy. Now guys, we've got number 4 on our list of easy Town Hall 11 3-star attack strategies is going to be the Queen Charge Miner. And I'm going to be straight up with you, this definitely requires a little more skill than all 3 of the other ones previously on this list. You're going to need some skill to get this attack done. But it's still on this list because even though you got to have some Queen Charge skills to get it done, it is very useful as a fresh attack strategy. And it's not quite as complicated as Queen Charge Hogs, and it's definitely not as complicated as Queen Charge Lava Loon, but you can use it as a fresh attack strategy because your Queen Charge can kill any CC coming out. So you're going to have a lot more opportunities to use this attack than you are the mass miners that I showed previously. Your Queen can deal with mixed CC, she can deal with the Hound, so you're going to have an opportunity to use it a lot more often. But the thing that makes it easy is you don't have to get either of those heroes with your Queen Charge. It gives you so many more options for your queen charge. You can do it from any angle of the base. Don't get me wrong, you need to get some value, you need to create some pathing, but there's not any one thing that you have to get to be successful with queen charge miner, and as a result you're going to be able to use it on a lot more bases. Look at this. I don't even know if his queen is going to grab the enemy queen or the enemy king in this, at least not early, but he's already got miners in. He didn't grab the eagle with that charge either, but he knew that he could directly target it with the miners at the very beginning of the attack. Miners have killed the eagle, miners have killed the queen at this point, and it's looking like they very well might end up having to kill that king at the end of the raid too. He uses a stone slammer on the right hand side of the base. I talked a little bit about this with the mass miner attack, using it in an area where there is no air defenses, and you can get some massive value with that stone slammer, just like he's doing right here. He's got on this attack, you do need to funnel the outer trash with other troops. In this one, he's able to use the king to funnel the trash on the outside. Sometimes you're going to bring a king and a Pekka. Sometimes a king and two Pekkas. Take care of that trash on the outside of the base. Look at that. Miners killed the eagle. Miners killed the heroes. All the queen did was kill the CC and get some pathing, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Henny's even going to swag a heal on this attack, so you're going to need some queen charge attack skills to get this done, but you can use it on so many bases, it's not even funny. As we saw right here, he didn't get the eagle, he didn't get either hero with that queen charge, and he still crushed this base, had a heal left over. So there you guys go. If you learned something from this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. Also, if you haven't checked out the details below my videos lately, do it. I got links to all my social media in there. Also a link to WHF Family Recruiting Discord server. We could use more Town Hall 11s right now. We're looking for more Town Hall 10s as well. With that, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.